Hmm. Monitors. Truly the bane of my existence. But everybody knows that if you have 3 monitors and it's not enough and you get 4 monitors, you're too far gone. 4 monitors will never be enough. Soon you'll be at 6 monitors and nobody will know what to do with you. And you still won't think it's enough. So truly the only answer is to just suffer. Oh, monitors. I had a great setup. I thought it was fine. Someone recommended I give a vertical monitor a shot, and I thought, oh, that's great. I could have like 3 programs open on the third monitor if I do it vertical, but no, OBS is like, we don't go that thin. Turns out it does. Anyway, this is my Arknights account that I have not shown on a stream since I think the first day I started playing. But, yeah, I really enjoy the factory building and I really don't care about the combat or the gacha. But the bad news is, while I was in Japan and was trying to keep my battery thing functioning, because it was perfect when I left, but trying to keep my battery thing functioning while I was away, I don't know why it was so hard. Everything fell apart. And I think I've finally got it so that it's actually producing at full capacity here. These zircon stones. Gosh, for like a month I was sitting there going back and forth between, oh, this one doesn't have enough wastewater, and oh, this one has got too much wastewater, what's going on in my loops? But I think I finally have it. These 2 machines working well. It's just an extremely inefficient use of my depot bus, so I don't really like this. I've had to completely shut off the manufacturing of the, I don't know, the red parts, the fancier red parts, because it's just... Oh, it's a mess. Wait till you see my other factory. This is such an inefficient use of space, and this is the one I think I want to tackle today. I don't really want to mess too much with the batteries right now. This isn't the angle I like looking at it, though. This is the angle I like. Yeah. It's not great. And I've got some wasted space. And nothing's balanced. Oh, I made a list of the stuff that I wanted to actually be making, and I can't remember where I put it. Well, anyway, we gotta... Gosh, for like a solid week, every day I'd log in and my batteries would be toast. Like, we'd be out of batteries. Yeah, I think I still need to make gear with the Hedonite parts, but I'd like to get another Hedonite part line set up, because right now I've got none of those in production. Let's just clean that out. And then I'll have literally, like, nothing left here. Yeah. But that's what we want to fix, right? It's such a mess. Gosh, I'm actually going to step away for a second because I know where my notes are, and I just have to grab them, my notes, for what I'm going to do, or what I want out of this factory. And I swear, I'm probably just going to have to completely toss this entire bottom part here. And I don't even know if these are very efficient in terms of space. Probably not. This is making only 3 of the stabilized carbon, and I think my stabilized carbon is... yeah, I'm still technically using more than I'm making. So we should probably get rid of this. Okay, and you guys should just go back into there. I'll let it finish its production and then we'll get rid of it. Alright, goodbye. And this thing is working off of zircon effluent that's from the recycling station thing in the other map, but I'm not getting anywhere near enough production of, like I've got nowhere near enough of the wastewater getting there. I'm not sure how to balance that out though, because, well, anyway. Don't really need 2 lines there either. Alright, so technically we are using a bit much cuprium at this point, or we need to refine more, or at least figure out what machine has been turned off so that it's not making enough. But I don't think there's enough space to set up another line for the Hedonite right now. Alright, I'm gonna get my list of stuff. Just a moment. Okay, so where's my list? I know it's on my tablet here somewhere. Thank you. Notes. There, okay. Now if I was smart, I would have done this when my zircon wasn't zeroed out. What did I do that changed the cuprium bottles there? I'm not sure what I did. Well, maybe there wasn't enough water getting through. Oh, yeah, that would have been it. There wasn't enough water getting through. So this machine was using too much of the water. Alright. So I think what I want to challenge today is fixing up the southern part of this factory here. I don't think this is the most efficient way to do this. I don't know a better way. I'm pretty happy with these guys, but they're taking up so much space. I feel like I'm not smart enough to do this factory stuff, but whatever. Do I just take them down? It's got enough water. Well, this is a mess, so let's get rid of this thing. And these are completely inefficient, I think. This can't be good. But if I take them out, am I going to be in trouble right away? No. Yeah, that's capped anyway, so those will be fine for a bit while we figure out what we need to do here. I think I need that power thing. Oh gosh, this is really nerve-wracking. Now I've got no choice but to fix it. I can't leave it. Oop. I was wondering whether or not I might be able to move these a little closer to the edge, but by like readjusting the storages, but that doesn't seem viable. And this side is completely jam-packed. There is zero space to breathe here. Hello, February Chai. Hiya. Jaya? Oh gosh, I've just made a terrible mistake by completely taking apart my factory here. I'm sure of it, but well, we'll see what I can do to make this more efficient. Oh shoot, did I take one of my water conduits out? Oh yeah, I did. I took one of the double water conduits out. Now I'll have to go back and reconnect them. Ah! Best to connect it while there's nothing here. That way it's easier. And I think I still have a couple unconnected ones. Oh, one. Alright, well we'll set up that one as well so that we have all of our pieces in place, and then I'll start worrying about how we're going to rebuild everything that I just tore apart. I'll put it there so it's easy. Alright. That should be... I can just kind of move it over here somewhere. Alright! And again, not a huge fan of what's going on over here, so let's just get rid of this. Oh no, that was my wastewater. Depot access. Now I gotta reconnect that one. Go! Okay, where to start? Probably best to start by just, what do we need? Actually, I've technically got too much stabilized carbon going on, but I think I'll need more. And since I took down all of the usables, I don't technically have any Cuprium parts going, so, or required, so what we'll do is we'll kind of start by resetting up those. We have the Yazen syringe, Jinkao tea, and Jinkao drink that I was doing all three of before, so let's try and see if we can make a more efficient way to do those. We'll start with the 2 Jinkao because technically 1 plant thing here should be enough to... Just don't know the relation between the different facilities. What's the most efficient way of doing this? We need a filling unit. Here. And we need a shredding unit. And we need water. And then a packaging unit. Okay, so we need the bottles filled with the goods, and then 2 sets of the bits. 2 sets of the oh gosh, how come words are failing me here? Anyway, we'll throw some. I forgot what Jinkao seeds looked like. Where'd they go? There. Nope, not that button. Just gonna kind of move you away too. Now, obviously, the packaging unit needs to be super close to here. And then we just kind of need the filling unit to also make it in there. There's such a gap here. That doesn't look very efficient either. I'm not going to worry too much about efficiency. Let's just get it working, and then I can try and compress it. This is exactly what I did before. This is not working out any better than it did before. Should I have... No, it's too close. No, it's not going to work if I need access to that pipe either. Oh gosh. Basically, here's the shredding unit right here. I mean, I've always seen these machines as being most efficient when they're literally side by side like this, but maybe that's not the case. Okay, so the pipe entrance is there. Oh shoot, no, I'm still a stage away from being able to put it into there. I still need the, reactor crucible. Oh, this is gonna kinda suck. Pipe splitter. Actually, it probably should be the yellow one, huh? Oh, but I still need to get bottles into here. Hold on. But then I'm still wasting some space against the depot. I mean, ideally, I want to make sure every single spot against the depot can be used, because this is a waste. But I can't push this up one to free up that depot spot, because then these will clash. Actually... Oh no, but then I need another gap here to be able to get this over. And then this spot can't be used anyway, that's just silly. Oh gosh. And then in that case, I may as well just jam this thing right up against the wall. Hold on, let me cook. Maybe don't let me cook, but still. That there for a second. Oh no, it was yellow. I mean, technically these things can be outside as well, right? Again, not a huge fan of wasting this space against the, against the wall there. I have a bunch of GenCav solution bottles in there somewhere? Yeah. Alright, well that'll get it started. Just feels like it's not... I hate these gaps. These gaps, they bother me. It makes me feel like I could do better. Anyway, now we gotta do it again with the other colored bottle. Reactor Crucible 2. Oh, this is gonna run out of water. Whoops. Okay, one down. I don't know if this is enough water for 3 things, but we'll try. Filling unit? Oh, there's no way. Ooh. Does work. Where'd it go? We'll just get it started going. Yeah, I think that's not gonna work out long term, so we might need to pull in another water unit. But we'll try and see if we can operate 3 machines on the 1 water line. Anyway, then we just need the packaging. How much coffee does this factory produce? Hello, Glavos! Oh gosh, I just took down every single consumable line that I've got running. So unfortunately none right now, but at least I do have a nice tasty cup of coffee here. Oh, this will be better. Put that one light. Then we can do... It's not pretty, but neither am I. I've got a nice cup of iced coffee here, and I haven't even touched it because I've just been so locked in getting depressed at how sprawling this is, despite the fact that I was trying to make it smaller. So, the last one, or the last time I did set up these lines, I had this off in its own little place, and funneling the Jinkao powder through the depot, and then just had everything coming out of the end here. But I thought it might be more efficient to not need these to have access to the depot. It doesn't feel like that works. But we'll see what happens. Just throw a pile here. Change these over. That is true, and because I made it with the espresso, even if the ice melts a little bit, it's still pretty good. Am I like just... Oh geez, I am so much out of Therium parts, so I need to build some Therium parts immediately. Oh, that's right, because I was just shipping Therium parts in from the other factory that was making more. Cool. So immediately we need Therium parts. That's probably why I had this set up, because I knew we were going to need them. Oh gosh, I don't like doing that. Let's see, can we just fit it in there? There we go. Oh no, there's no way. I'd need 2 machines. That's not gonna work. Yeah, it's gonna get messed up because it's too close to this thing. That's not gonna work. So these do need to remain as parts. I'll just have to do the parts somewhere else. That sucks. Oop. I just saw that my VTube Studio crashed. I hope it wasn't gone for a long while. I was too locked in. There we are, we're back. And come back down here. Oh, like the camera stopped working, so my model would have been frozen for a second. I know it doesn't move that much, it's hard to even tell if it's frozen. What if we were to use this space over here? Need to refine. And is that fitting? Yes, it's fitting. Refining. And fitting. Oh, need one more spot of space. Come to think of it, why? Oh, I probably did that so I could fit the power depot access. Oh, but if it's sticking out a bit, then I can't use that with the... Oh no. There. Oh, just barely. Perfect. And I learned my lesson. Never, ever, 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 ever have anything loading into these if it's different items that both might cap, because I have run into so much trouble with that. Anyway, once these guys start transferring over, this line should restart. Uh-oh. How does that put us at using 120 ferrium ore per second? Or per minute? Do I have bottles being produced somewhere else? No, I don't have any ferrium bottles being produced anywhere else. Where on earth is my ferrium being used? Oh shoot, that's also being used for, that's also being used for my batteries. I gotta be careful here, because I can't. I don't have enough ferrium. It's always the ferrium. Yeah, I am still transferring them over. So here's what we're gonna do. Because we have no choice. We can't we can't reduce our ferrium too low, otherwise the batteries will fail. So we're just gonna do a nice molding unit. And that'll produce an extra bottle every now and then. Well, it'll be half speed, so it's not actually technically enough bottles, but it is what it is at this point. Gosh. No, we've got so much Jinko solution in our storage, too. So what if we were to just... also run some of that in there. It'll be a mess, but then at least if we run out of bottles, we'll still use up the rest of these. Because we are going to run out of bottles. Okay, so that's the Jinko out of the way. Now Yazen. The Yazen should be a little easier. I mean, we can basically copy this setup here. I think this is more efficient than whatever's going on here. Oop. Alright, we need a water. Oh, that's got to be the other wastewater one. It's just that it doesn't show wastewater because I don't have any right now. Okay, we'll stick some water in there and then we'll get out. Jikun, sorry, I got distracted by the factory and wasn't paying attention. This might not be the banned option in your heart, but it certainly is for me. You would not believe... Oh shoot, I don't have any way to get bottles in there. You would not believe how much I slept in today, and by that I mean I most certainly did not sleep in. I got up at 2 AM because I used a Link sprite in Aura Kingdom, and I had to get up in time to make the most of it. Oh, this feels so much worse than before. I feel like I've made a terrible mistake tearing apart what I had. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. this gonna fit here? Oh, it doesn't. Alright, so that should cover that. Just kind of move this a little over and pull some water out to send up there. And then inside we are going to stuff some yazen seeds, if I remember what they look like. Which will output the yazen powder there. And this... Get out of my way for a second. First off, we need 3 or 4 outs, actually, don't we? 2, 3, 4. This needs water in. Actually, if we just squeeze this all in a little more. Yazen powder. Where'd you go? Oh, we've got so much of it. I probably didn't even need to set this up anytime soon. Why does the spot have to be only on one side for the input? That just makes it so much more inconvenient here. Oh, this makes no sense. I don't think this is anywhere near as efficient as what I had before. I think I made a terrible mistake. Okay. And I'm about to run out of cuprium bottles too, so that's cool. It's easier to copy them rather than actually try to find the item in the list again. Okay. So that's our 3 consumables. And I'm like 99% sure this is less efficient than what I had before. But I'm the one that made the choice to do this, so this is my fault. Alright, so now we need more cuprium. So we've got to find an optimally efficient way to make more cuprium. Cuprium parts are still fine, because I think I've got some other things making parts in one of my other factories. But here is a problem. And that's where wastewater comes in. So we need a refining unit. That's the wrong side for the water, so we'll put the water over here. Resourcing, depot access. Honestly, I should probably just line this whole freaking thing with these. There. Oh, that's right, we can't have them perfectly lined up like that. So we'll offset them. We gotta send in water to both of them. No, this doesn't make sense. Put this one there. Do. Splitter. Oh, we need a depot. Storage. Oh, these are backwards. Shoot. Best laid plans, you know? Gosh, that was the most embarrassing thing I think I've done. Literally backwards. In which case... Darn, I think if I move this outside, it's gonna disconnect and I'll have to reconnect it again. Yeah. It's fine. It's got some water in it, so we'll get it started. I don't know if they changed the logic for how these lines work when you're setting them up, but I'm not a fan because I keep accidentally doing the wrong ones. Oh, even that's enough to disconnect it? Okay, where's my pipes loaders? Oh shoot, and now they're overlapping again. Hold on. No, I don't like that either. Pipe splitter. Oh. Over here. And then I may as well have not even disconnected that thing in the first place. Pipe converger. And we gotta reconnect everything. Oh. And this guy. Gotta connect up over here. I wish you could jump on the machines. Alright, those guys are doing their thing, so how is... Okay, Cuprite's back to good. I actually need a bit more Originium powder. Alright, Originium powder. Can we make use of this tiny space here? Probably not. It's kind of... Snake along the side like that. It doesn't take up too much space. I feel like it's a bit risky. But maybe we do it like this. It's a bit risky, because if one of those items gets full, then this protocol stash is just gonna start rejecting things and shut down the line, but that should be enough to get that. Oh no, I need another one. Yeah, we're gonna need another one. In which case, never mind that. This space is so empty. Hello, Ram. My factory is a debacle, and I think I've only succeeded in making it worse. Alright, well I need more Originium. A dense Originium powder. Just adopt one of these machines over to the other side. Oh, it takes up so much space. Frankly. You say that, but the rest of the areas that I've got going on right now aren't doing so hot either. Hold on, why did this... Oh, there we go, now it's spiked. Now it's all balanced there. And this is balanced. Time to... I did! I got rid of so much, and I'm like, yeah, it'll be easy. I'll just build it back better, and I did not. I did not. Frankly, on the first zone, I looked online, and I found a very pretty layout, and I just slapped it onto all of my zones. And, You know, it's funny you say that because I came up with a brilliant plan for how to get acid to my main factory area, and what that was is it stuff them into bottles and then use a bottle unfiller to send it off to machines. Extremely inefficient, but I had cuprite or cuprium bottles out my ears at that time. Relatedly, I need more of those, so I should probably set up another one of these. Honestly, it probably would have been easier to run acid through a pipe. I was not thinking. In fact, I've got all sorts of things in pipes now, so I should just make an acid run. That sounds terrible. I should just run acid from the from one of the other places. Okay, we'll just kinda... Okay, hold on. If we just make like a full copy of this thing. Now we can't get it close enough. Doesn't work with all these other buildings. So what we're gonna try and do next is get some more cuprium bottles going. I mean, I don't mind making more conduits, that's fine. Honestly, would it be just more efficient to pull this thing up here? A lot of yellow pipes from conduits running to main AIC. You know what I did, and it was really silly? You know how there's that quest where you have to drain the really big underground area? After I finished the quest there, I just literally put pipes. I didn't even use the conduits. I literally just ran pipes over there and filled it up with, oh gosh, I think it was Jinkao solution for no particular reason. It was just that I was making too much Jinkao solution. I thought it said that I was going to get more of those parts relatively quickly. Oh, did I already use all of them? No. How come this one isn't actually sending any parts? Oh, it's not animating it. I thought I was losing my mind. They're still going in. It's just not animating the extra part going in. Yeah, we're okay. We're okay. It's doing fine. And, that's the one that's also wastewater, so we'll just kind of... This guy here. It's the same spot it was in before, isn't it? Yeah. No, this isn't gonna work. I was thinking I could just run these up here and call it a day, but it does not appear that that will work. I'm gonna lose this. I'm gonna lose this guy. I hate how it always asks if I'm sure. I know I can stop it, but it's like... I know I'm doing something dumb right now. You don't have to remind me. Oh, this isn't gonna work because that's too close to that. Shoot. Nope, can't get that through there. Is that gonna work? No, I don't think that'll work. Have to move this up too. Logistics, merger. There, and now we can pull you through here. Oh, but there's no way to get it over here. I guess we just split this one. Anyway, we need a molding unit. Power. And a converging unit. Okay, that should be 30 bottles. Oh yeah, now I'm using too much sand leaf. I can't believe I don't have enough sand leaf powder. That thing's the easiest to make. Before, I think I just squeezed them kind of in where there was gaps, but even if I were to move this thing over, I don't think there's a way to get some sand leaf out. Unless... No, we can't go underneath this? No, can't go underneath that. Dang it! Thought I had something. Oh gosh, is there... Duction. Shredding. And... Oh, it did it again! What do you know? I think my phone is overheating because it's very hot right now. And VTube Studio keeps closing. That's interesting. Make sure you stay hydrated though, for serious. It is starting to get to be summer and it's already been forecast to be a very bad year in Canada especially, so no matter where you are, 30°C. Oh gosh, it's not even 30 degrees Celsius here yet and it's already bad. Like I was goofing around all day. Like I was goofing around something serious. Now that you mention it, what if I take off the case? Hold on a second. I have to get a cooling fan for my phone. Ah, there we are. Maybe with the case off, and I won't plug it in, so it's not charging anymore. And I'll turn the air conditioning. Hey, Fanrio, it's been a while. I'm doing bad. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm straight up doing bad. This is bad, and I do not like it. Oh, somebody save me. Okay, but if I look at phone with a built-in fan. Now, you know, I know that gaming phones are a thing, but unfortunately, the tracking that I use for my VTube studio has to be done with an iPhone. Well, not has to be, but it's the it's gotta be it's generally accepted to be the easiest and the best way to do the tracking. And because I do have my new model coming up soon, I'm also going to be having to get my hands on VBridger, which basically also kind of requires the I know it doesn't require it. There are other options, but yeah, no, I'm gonna be picking up VBridger because my new model is gonna be so much better. You guys are gonna be so excited. I'm super excited. I hope you guys are gonna enjoy it just as much as I do. But as for being in Zen mode after my trip to Japan, well, that lasted about immediately after I got back. I got called to work every single day. Oh, hold on. I think I need to recalibrate now that I had to reopen and close it. Yeah, so, ever since I got back from Japan, I got called every single day to work. Like, I'm on call for work, so I got called every day for 2 weeks. And by the end of those 2 weeks, I was just exhausted. Like, it was intense exhaustion. I actually marked today off because I feel like I'm still not fully recovered from that, but here we are. Parts. Oh, that's so annoying. There's not enough, there's not enough Ferium. I'm kind of tempted to just run an extra line making the Ferium parts until my Ferium ore is lower. Not that I got space for that, but it's tempting. Yeah, there's no way to squeeze it in there. Gosh, there's literally no more access to my depot along this bar, because this is too tight to actually have anything in there. You know what, we're just gonna put a fitting unit here for the time being. We'll worry about running out of bottles when we're actually out of bottles. Oh shoot, we're gonna need more, we need more cuprium for the other thing that I wanted to build, don't we? I wanted to get a hetonite running again. Uh-oh. Oh, my friend here's starting to build up again. Hetonite. Hold on, I think I have to actually look at the, database? Oh gosh. Hetonite. Yeah, we do need more, we do need more Ferium for that, so we're actually toast. I don't have enough Ferium. I'm not missing any Ferium though. How come there's never enough Ferium? Oh, sorry, I'm not 100% certain what you mean. Why not 2 squares on each side? What do you mean? The 2 squares here, it's not enough, right? I can't... The depot squares. The square block? Oh, you mean run more up this way? I don't know that that helps. I feel like it just boxes me in more. Maybe? I can put in so many more if I do, you're right. Symmetry. I'm sorry that my asymmetrical system here is I'm actually still not certain what you're talking about. Over here? I thought you meant that if I were to pull like a bunch of this out and stick some vertical lines. Actually, hold on, maybe that is a good idea. I don't even know if that would help though. Hold on a second here. Oh, no. I can't do anything with that until I have a line. I'm sorry. You mean this one? I'm sorry that that's not gonna help. Does it? There's two, oh, I guess if I did move, I can't do that though now. If I move everything over, it'll screw everything up. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to live with your, with the asymmetry of this To be fair, didn't I put the title something along the lines of "My Factory Sucks"? I can't even see what I titled the stream because my monitor is too narrow for it. This is what I get for trusting people when they say, try using vertical screens. You might need to send me a picture of what you mean on Discord specifically though, because I'm sorry, I'm not quite fully understanding. Okay though, I suppose it's time we do something about the Hedonite. But first... You're actually gonna go get a picture. If it involves me completely tearing apart the factory again, I don't think I can handle that today. I don't think I could handle doing that again today. So, what I'm gonna do... Is the hotkey for remove everything again? It's all items with the same name. Control. I know this isn't solving the problem, but I think the problem is not solvable. I think there's straight up just not enough Ferium in Wuling for me to do the, both of the Jinkiao drinks. So maybe we'll just give up on that. And I know this isn't going to be more than just a stopgap anyway, but we'll get 10,000 going. And that'll at least get us something while we work on the Hedonite. Alright, we have 11,000 bombs go? I swear, I made bombs like for a solid 4 days early on, and then I have not made bombs again since. And I know it doesn't look like I've got much here, it's just because we're all at Valley 4. But like, I still probably have, yeah, I got 10,000 bombs here. I'm literally never gonna need to get any more. Oh, why is there a Yasmin syringe in there? Over here. Actually, I should do my dailies, now that I think about it. I'm just kind of going down the list and leveling people up. Truth be told, and again, I don't really care about the gadget that much in this game, but I have not gotten a single banner character while they were on the banner. One time, I lost to, I lost one of them to this Missy after her banner had ended. But since then, literally never gotten a banner character. No, yeah, I should probably... Yeah, we're using the Ferium parts, so I won't touch them there. And I know I don't quite have enough to fully feed all of the bases, but I still feel like Valley 4 is doing alright. Valley 4 does not need any kind of modifications. It is just chugging along, doing its thing. Perfectly happy. Oh, I go check Discord. Oh my gosh, your factory is so much prettier than mine. Now I feel ashamed. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not jealous or anything. You can see what the kind of person that doesn't plan their factory out in advance looks like. This is a learning experience for both of us. Ooh, down 75%. That's nice. Dang, I got some really high-priced items too. 97, 95. The plan is no plan. The plan is if I can make all the items I want, I'll be happy. But it appears that that's not actually going to be possible. Am I excited for Xenoblade 4? Oh my gosh, literally the very first thing that I did when I found out about it was text my bestie like, now I need to buy a Switch 2. Like, I don't have a Switch 2, I would buy a console for Xenoblade 4. I was not gonna get a Switch 2. I kind of assumed that Xenoblade was just not gonna do anything for another decade. I'm not rebuying the Xenoblade 1 through 3 for the Switch. Switch 2, sorry. We're just not doing that here, but I would buy the console for that game and then spend money on nothing else for the rest of the year. Frick, man, I was not even watching the news. I was literally not even watching the game news because I was like perfectly happy, convinced that there was nothing coming out that I was gonna care about. And then my friend texted me like, oh yeah, I'm kind of disappointed in, them remaking the, Ocarina of Time because, like, we don't need that. I gotta finish my weekly routine too. We don't need the Ocarina of Time remade. And I said the same thing when she was like, aren't you happy about the Eternia? And I'm like, no, because if it was a full remake, I might have been happy about Eternia, but it doesn't even look like it's not very pretty. It's the pixel graphics, they're fine. It's the same game as it was before, and they're probably gonna charge like $70 for a game that's like over 2 decades old now or something, and it's like, you put no effort into this and you're gonna charge so much for it. Like, I just know it's not gonna be great. I'll probably end up buying it anyway. But still. Then she's like, oh, but I bet you're excited about Xenoblade. And I exploded. Unfortunately, that was what it was. Yeah, I know it's $99 for Xenoblade, but at least that's worth it. It's worth it. Yeah, I know. It'll be like $112 for one game. But if I'm being 100% honest, I've ordered very few games, and at the very least, I am gonna try to see if I can either get a secondhand Switch 2, sorry, or I'm gonna see if I can get it from there's one local owned game store left here. So I'm gonna see if I can get it from them. That way at least it's supporting a local business at the same time. Rather than just ordering it on Amazon or something. And I totally get it if you don't want to support Nintendo. There are ways around that. I understand that some people are able to play games, Nintendo games, without buying Switch 2s, but I just have a certain thing about... It's time for me to tell a story. And I know that this isn't everybody's circumstances here, but this is my circumstance. And that's that when we were younger, and playing Diablo 2, my brother decided to do something very bad. I put it that way, but really, he wanted to download a map hack so that when he was playing online, it would automatically have the map up for him. So what did he do? But he goes online and he Googles map hack, and he downloads it. And, yeah, he downloaded the map hack, and it totally worked, and he was so happy that he went online. And the map hack, when you went online, made it so that your character ran around dropping absolutely everything in their inventory, and then it kicked you out of the instance. Or whatever it was. I don't remember exactly how a Diablo 2 online worked, but basically, it dropped all of the items in his inventory, everything he had equipped, and then it was like, alright, peace out. So my brother obviously learned a lesson, but I learned a lesson too, and that's, oh geez, I am not downloading game stuff online, period, ever. And I know that's not the case. Like, there's people that do it legitimately, but I just have this intense memory of telling my brother, you should probably not just download the first thing that says map hack off of Google. Like, I feel like that's a bad idea. And I was right. So, I just have this really strong aversion to downloading game-related stuff online. Anyway, let's get some acid. Actually, there's an acid pool at the other place. Maybe that would be more efficient? Because there's an acid pool here. There's an acid pool there. You think getting the acid from test area would be faster? Probably. Yeah, we'll do the acid from the test area. There's some acid pools right there. Right next to the water treatment sector. Alright, let's do it. We're gonna get some acid. Gonna need conduits. I feel like the double conduits are a little bit overkill for the acid, but whatever. I have some. You need the double conduits? Oh, did the regular conduits not handle acid? Resourcing? Depot access? Oh, volume-wise it isn't enough? That's surprising. I would have expected that you'd be fine. Now, I think it's only like 6 or something, but we'll make 7. Hey, Lousy! I forgot my emotional support quick. Oh gosh. Remind me next time to actually add a brick to VTube Studio, okay? I'm gonna check to see if it's if there is a brick as a default object, but I kind of doubt. Yeah, sorry, unfortunately there's not a default object inside VTube Studio for a brick, but I'll add one for next time just for you. Oh, I have a friend. Work. Hello, Warp. Yeah, you guys have fun there. As you can see, I don't really care all that much about the fighting. All I want to do is factory. Are these guys infinite? Yes. I didn't bring a pump, did I? The regular fluid pump does. Oh, there we go. Acid resistant pump. There we are. Oh, and I might actually need some more power infrastructure. There. Is 2 pumps enough? I feel like 2 pumps is enough. All right. Now we begin the run. It's almost good that they started a different spot, because I've already got 2 sets of conduits running to this place. Just so many conduits. Oh. Could be this way, right? Yes. Uh-oh. I don't think we want to go through the water. Oh. Yeah, we gotta fight him. And don't judge my DPS because I'm a factory main. Game do kind of be chugging, so I had Aura Kingdom auto-linking in the background. I'll turn that off. Oh. I do not like this. You. Wrong one. Let's go. I mean, the bridge spot does suck. Especially the fact that you can't even line them up nicely. I'm not a huge fan of being right next to these dudes either. But they're just gonna have to live with their new friends. No, too steep. There. I didn't know you could get too steep. Oh. The remnants of the pipe that I ran ages ago. I think I ran the other ones this way, so maybe this time I go this way? Probably faster. It's on an angle again. Oh no, that's not even gonna work. Yeah, okay, you guys have fun. Probably jump down? Nope. We're gonna have to do the connection up here. Oh gosh, good thing I made those extra ones. I really thought I had enough. Yeah, glad I made the extra ones. Alright. Now, how does this loop work again? Meta Knight solution. You know what? We'll just place their loop and then move it around. Oh, this is huge. Okay, so we need the red ore shredded. Okay. Do we have something making cuprium powder? How come I've got a full freaking warehouse full of it? No, nothing's making it. But we can just get started by having it coming out. We can shred it somewhere else. Theoretically. Okay, so we'll run that. Here's my thing. If I run the acid... back into itself... won't it always just gets clogged. Like, I don't know how to get it so that it takes... this acid takes precedent over this acid so that this machine doesn't get clogged. Because that was the issue that I was running up to before. Now this is too long. I don't like it when they're that far apart. Now that's fine, because that'll let me know which one. I know that you can't choose which side of the purification unit is which thing. Anyway, copy this. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Ah, gosh. So we need acid into both machines. Oh, we need power too. coming! Okay, so... this is where we need the shredded... I'll just place that down for the time being. Rearrange it. Yeah, so here's what I don't get, is do I just... No, because it's not... it won't be enough acid. How do I get the acid that I'm running in back? Like I can run both of these into here. Bring this guy over here. And turn that into the fittings. Send that back to the depot. I don't know why they want you to use Zeronite pylons for these. I don't like the way the blueprints it gives you uses Zeronite pylons when you're... There's literally no reason. This is a debacle of a factory that not only looks bad, but performs poorly too. Power basically everything there. And we just need to send the wastewater. I'm gonna need another conduit for the wastewater. The depot access. And then we need an outlet. Okay, that works. Just need to stick the other conduit up here. And the issue is the acid. I don't know what to do about the acid. So if I run the acid back in, it's just gonna get backed up. Because neither one gets precedence. If I do it pipe converger style... Oh, frankly, I didn't need 2 purification units, did I? No, that's a mistake. We don't need 2 purification units. We can send both of them into 1 purification unit. And then we put the power on. Just put it there. We don't need that. This game is called Arknights to Enfield. There's more to it than Factory, but I only care about Factory. Oh, that's not right. That's not right at all. Evil Factory game? I wouldn't call it evil. Ooh, I need more power. That one there. There we are. Actually, this should be able to reach all of them. And we don't need that. Right, then we just gotta get that wastewater connected up to. But what do you mean I'm stealing resources? Everything I am doing here is perfectly legitimate and allowed and okay, and I'm stealing from myself. But you know what? I don't have enough Ferium. I just don't. There's not enough Ferium. Like, check this out. It's OSHA compliant. I mean, these pipes are rated for acid, so what do you want me to do? Not use them? Crazy talk. Now, is this getting backed up on the acid? No, it does appear that it is actually alternating the acid rather than simply stuffing it in, so this is okay. I do feel that the double conduit was a little overkill, though. I probably technically need more reactor crucibles to make this a little more consistent, because we're still only getting like yeah, it's pretty slow progress. Okay, so the way this game works is, I'm sure there's more to it than this, but on a daily basis you're trying to produce, at least I think what my goal should be, is to try to produce enough specific items for my outpost management to offset their stock build trading. I am not currently doing that. So my objective was to get to the point that the things that I was building were enough to offset things, were enough to offset all of the stock builds that these guys could produce in a day to trade for them. Whatever debacle this is, that's not going to happen. So my revised goal is I would like to have at least... I'd like to have at least enough to offset one of these places. So the batteries take a bit much. Like, the batteries take quite a lot to get working, so batteries, not super happy with trying to get more of that, because I've got a really nice closed loop for my batteries on the other side of, on one of my other factories, and I'm happy with how that is. So I was hoping that I could get the hetonite parts. There's more flowers in my hair, you say? I'm glad you noticed, because I actually added another one this morning. Anyway, I think we have to shut down this line. once this thing finishes with the parts that I stole from my Valley 4, I think we have to shut it down because I need the Therium for something else. And this is way too slow. This isn't acceptable. Especially since I'm about to do something on the other side here, because I have some gear that I want to build. So we're gonna throw a gearing unit for a bit. Yeah, we'll use a gearing unit just for a bit. Oh, you haven't made it yet? After I gave you permission to make me in the other game. It's called, your game is called, oh gosh, how come I can't remember the name of the game? Tomodachi Life? I know, I totally understand. I've been very busy too. Okay, let's see. What was I gonna do? A heavy Zeronite. And the Hetanite parts. Because actually I've got a decent amount of them. Do I really need to make some more? I don't think I do. Never mind. Never mind. So over here, alright, so technically the only things imbalanced now are my Therium usage, and I'm pretty sure the shredded Cuprium. Yeah. So on this side of the building, if we do double Cuprium powder production, that'll offset the other side, and then all that's left is to cry about the Therium ore. Oh, Ming, did I? Oh, I've got a lot of work to do on the development too, but thank you for letting me know that I can get a little bit more. As for Nintendo Direct, we were talking about it a bit earlier. I'm a little disappointed at the direction they decided to go with the Tales of Eternia. I was kind of hoping that they would go a little bit harder, because Tales of Eternia basically just upscaling the 8-bit graphics and sticking it on a big screen, that feels so lazy. And I get the feeling that very few people are going to be happy with the combat system. Like, it shows its age. The modern conveniences, like, it really does show its age. So if they're going to end up charging the same price for, like, Tales of Eternia as they do for their other remake games, it'll be very disappointing. If it's not super expensive, I might pick it up. But the one that I'm really got my eye on, of course, is the new Xenoblade Chronicles. Or it's not even Chronicles, the new Xenoblade. I bet you they were super excited at the fact that they could use a console other than their first Switch. Like, they could use a console that actually has a little bit more power behind it, so I can't wait to see what they do with a little more power. That's gonna be exciting. So, I was talking about how probably gonna have to get my hands on a Switch 2 when that comes out. Lois, he asked for what to do if Me Day doesn't like coffee. Well, execution. I don't know what else you want me to say, but that's not acceptable. I don't know why you'd be worried about me. I'm doing perfectly fine here. Nothing suspicious going on over here. You know what I could probably do here? doesn't. Lousy's planning on making me inside one of her video games. Oh, whoops. No, that's gonna break it. I forgot there was an item there already. Zeronite. We want just regular Zeronite because we're gonna make some more heavy Zeronite from here. It's not gonna be a fully operational line, but it'll be a bit. Yeah, but then we need 2 shredders. Then we're gonna need another 2, what do you call them? Conduits. Where's my water? And I've got more water. But yeah, so I'll probably try to get my hands on like a second-hand Switch for the new Xenoblade Chronicles because expensive. No, this isn't. Okay, so yes, this is the gameplay of Arknights that I find fun, but it does have like a full like combat system and story and like. It is a regular gacha game, it just also has a factory sim on top of it. So yeah, I totally get... Oh, that's not the right part to put. Wait, Converger. I totally get if it's not your vibe, but I am just enchanted by the factory building. I find it to be very enjoyable, and I totally get it's not everybody's jam. Then a pipe splitter. Feed them the bits. These guys got to get into the AIC, and then we just need a little bit more power here. And to connect that outlet. Yeah, I think it's probably very boring to watch, but technically, at the time that I was tallying the votes, Arknights won. Alright, then we just need another... Oop, not with the button I had to hit. There. Facility list. Converger. There. Yeah, it does. Basically, it does have a lot of Genshin-like aspects, including like there's you got weapons, you got characters, you got the gear is a little bit less gacha-y in that you can actually just build the gear that you like and refine it without having to grind for a bit. I've done a pretty good job getting my hands on some. These essences are like the Genshin gear in that you have to try and get the right stats, but they make it a lot easier to get the right stats, so I think for my main party here I've got perfect essence for all of them. I don't think I finished his though. Yeah, his isn't finished being upgraded. I don't care that much about the combat. I just find the factory a lot more fun. I got a gap here. Got space for stuff still. Anyway, how's this for balanced? Oh, we still just barely got enough Cuprium ore coming in. I don't know what I'm flexing, but good for you. It's not even a flex. It's just that the gear that I was able to get is what I need. So I'm not too worried about spending that much more time on gear. I don't care about the characters, so I don't feel pressured to roll on the gacha. Which is good because I've never gotten anything good. Technically my Zeronite is balanced. It would be unbalanced if I ran another line into that heavy Zeronite machine. Oh yeah, I did get the Ferium parts going, but I'm gonna have to deal with it because the, not enough Ferium ore. But only by a little bit. So I've got a lot of hours until the Ferium actually runs out. What's going on here? Why is this messed up? This one can back up. This one is fine if it backs up, but it actually kind of looks like it might be a bit balanced at this rate. Should be fine. Oh, there we go. It's fine now. So if you take a look at my, over the last 7 days, actually, every time I started tearing things apart, there's a big divot. But I think I've at least got it functional now. At the very least, I feel like we're doing better than it was when I started. I mean, Hedonite, obviously, the usage is always going to show messed up. But yeah, we got enough. Cuprium parts are good. Ferium parts, they'll be okay for a bit, but I need to... Yeah. I needed to change something about that. I'll probably end up just getting rid of the line that uses that. Yeah, Hedonite is going to be slow, but I'm using it fully to change into the parts, right? So the parts are just going to be the final outcome down here. Relatedly, are any of these a mess? Zircon effluent? Yeah, that'll be fine. Because I'm just pumping it from the recycling factory, and now that I've got a couple more things actually going to the recycling factory, oh yeah, I've got the flow is hitting 4 units per second. If we head back over to the test area, oh shoot, art. Yeah, we do have a little extra stabilized carbon going. That's fine. I don't think the amount extra would actually turn into a whole nother Zeronite line. I might have to study your beautiful factory though, Rem, because gosh, that looks so much nicer than mine. Mine's a debacle. I mean, it's better now. We fixed it. I think I can call it fixed. And shoot me over some overhead shots of your factory. I might steal some of your ideas. Yeah, they're here. And they actively fight alongside you in battle. I can show you some battle. Okay, so this is hitting about 1 unit per 10 seconds-ish, because the sewage is not coming in consistently, but at the very least it is producing. Hey now, don't be mean. I like Arknights. Infinite Sandleaf Farm and Zeronite. So the way fighting works in this game, there's some mobs here, so let's take them out. Everybody's got their skills and their bursts, and then they've got combo skill, or rather, like, extra skills that activate based on triggers. So like that guy's extra skill triggers when he marks an enemy, and then you hit the enemy with the final move in your regular combo. And it's a flashy game, it's pretty, but I don't care that much about the fighting. Well, actually, considering there's an event ongoing, I should probably do it. Actually, do I have enough to upgrade it? I do. Oh, I did! The mortar's there, you can see them. Or are there more places you can set up mortars and I just didn't notice? It's pretty! Like, I love the aesthetic of the game. I think the characters look cool, but I just don't care that much about the fighting. Wait, I thought you could only... I thought I only saw the 2 spots. How many gigabytes? Oh, hold on a second. Let me quickly open up the folder for it. That was not a smart place to go. It's about 60 gigabytes right now. Regional development went up though. It's also got a mobile version, and if you don't care that much about the factory, the mobile version's probably fine. You can even find just layouts for factories online that can do that part behind you. It says 67 gigabytes. Mine wasn't quite that large. Oh, it probably removed stuff after I did the events. Does it? You can tell how much I care about anything other than the factory in that I've got no idea what you mean by what else you can upgrade, because regional development. Yeah, probably that's the reason why it's a little bit smaller. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, I'm just being dumb here. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just distracted. So I do have the ability to upgrade some stuff. That's okay, we're gonna focus on this here. Do I have more stuff? I'm just gonna grab a couple of items here so I can see where else you can place them. I know these are bad, but I know more mortars. I'll get more mortars, but like, I didn't even see another place where you could place them. So hold on, let me see. Oh, wrong button. Like, all these areas say no good. Where do you put them? I'm sorry, where do you put the mortars? I know that only mortars work, but I'm looking for where I could even place them. At the top? But even up here, the only place you could put them was on the little platform. And I can't fit anymore. Because they're already too close. Up here? No, can't place them up here. I'd have to be all the way over here, and over here I think is too far even for the mortars, so I'm not sure where you were placing them, but I have no idea where else I could put them, but yeah, I totally stuck some mortars up here because that was a good spot for them. Anyway. So the way this works is you need to draw cards, and there's a chance, and they have a point value associated with them. If you go over 10 with the point value, it overflows and you get, like, pushed back down to the really low level. And I have to choose right now whether or not I want to double my rewards. But this is kind of risky, because if I draw another one and it... You need 20 total for the medal? I don't want to do the medal right now, I just want to... Alright. Oh, good. I'm just gonna go like this then. I think the very first day I managed to get a 10 with a double on, so I'm happy. And please don't judge my ability to fight here, because I don't like fighting. I just like factory. What? Anything is possible with the power of mortars. Well, you let me know where else I could put mortars, because as far as I was aware, that was the best I could do, is just those two up there. And I thought that was the point, was that they were trying to make it so that it wasn't too unfair. I mean... Judges very judgingly. Oh wow, perfect 10. I should have doubled. I wasn't. I figured we'd get another big one. Okay, so complete 6 trials, earn a total of 360k stock bills, earn more than 200,000. If I go anymore, it'll overflow, and then the enemies are tougher. And I get less stock bills. Okay, well... Okay, but no, it's actually not, because if I overflow, it'll go back down to like 400. 7,500. Right now I'm at 1,600, 160k. Okay, we'll abandon. And you have a limited number of abandons per day, too. Yeah, it's probably best if we stick with doing overflow after we're not dealing with the trial rewards. So I'll do an overflow one after this. I promise. I want to take care of you first. I thought it said that... Oh, I guess once you're into no longer... Once you're into the no longer worrying about stock bills, maybe abandoning is a... Like, there's a limited number of times you can abandon, I thought it said. Alright, I'll show you guys what overflow means. See? Now I'm down to 0. It would have only been 20,000. And I have a penalty. And they're harder. And I'm gonna look really silly now. Poison guy's annoying too. I thought this guy'd be most annoying, but I think the poison guy's more annoying. And he's being buffed by one of these dudes, so we'll get rid of them first. not running a healer. I'm already out of my healing items. Alright, I don't like Mr. Poison, and you are annoying. Oh, come on, I dodged that. Alright, one guy left. No. It's okay. My little pal here is gonna bring him, my favorite character, back to life. And then he's gonna die again immediately. Wow. No, that is the game that has the collaboration with Cyberpunk is, I just need to stop switching back to my favorite guy, clearly. The game that's got the collab with, that one is Wuthering Waves, yeah. Look at that! We beat it! Yay! Look at- oh, we still got rewards, because I upgraded it. I shouldn't have done that for rewards, I should have done that. I should have done that, not for rewards. I think if we get any ones, we just can't do... We can't overflow to 20. I'm pretty sure they're just gonna eat food until they're all healed up. Even if I don't do anything. Yep, they're just gonna keep using items until everybody's healed up. Actually, now that I think about it, we should rest. Does the rest buff work? Yeah, rest buff! Let's do this! Alright, and then we're done the weekly stuff too there, so that's good. I don't make food. I'm sorry. I just factory. Yeah, that's not enough. I wish it would just let you throw the cards away, but yeah, already that's not going to be possible to overflow that. Oh, oh, very close. Well, I thought I'd see if it was possible. And I do need to do another overflow. But I don't want to do one that hard. Let's get a nice easy overflow, shall we? Alright, we'll do this. And then I think I'll call it for today because it's already 6 o'clock at night and I need dinner. Ooh. Not you guys. It's not the right skill to use at that time either. I don't think I even triggered his support skill there, so that might have been a bit of, yeah, that was a waste. There. Ooh. It spawned underneath me. Alright, we'll call that good for today for the trials. That was depressing. So yes, there is combat to this game. There's a whole open world-ish sort of thing going on here too. One of the things you gotta do is go around and find some of the resources you need for your factory as well. So I'll just kind of show you what's going on over here. So like you gotta mine for the stuff that you end up using at your factory. So this is just a small little cuprium mine. Obviously, it's completely inefficient to attack these things and then pick up the cuprium. So you put mining equipment on it, and these automatically send it back to your factory. And then you use your factory to produce other items that you can use for these exchanges. And I don't know why this part resonates with me so much, trying to build like lines that produce enough products to trade with your outposts. It's fun. Aside from the fact that my lines absolutely suck. Like, I'll go to my other factory here. It's at the Jinyo Valley? No, it's the other one. Marker Stone. Like, honestly, there's zero reason why I should have upgraded or done the battles to defend the outposts, because there's no way I can make enough stuff now that the rates are higher. Yeah. It's a mess over here too. This part was so nice. And then when I was in Japan, they ran an event where you needed to specifically use Zeronite for something else, and so I dismantled this area over here, and I never got it working properly until like a week ago. But yeah, we have just enough wastewater coming in to produce the batteries, because in this world, wastewater makes batteries for some reason. Yeah. And I can't do more batteries, because if I did, I'd have too much of the zircon effluent and nowhere to use it. I actually ran into an issue for a while that I couldn't use the water that the purifier was outputting, so I ended up giving up on it and just draining the water back into there. And this is the remnants of when I used to make cuprium bottles full of acid here, and then ship them over to my main factory, which was a complete waste. But there we are. Everything is balanced and ready to go, and the only thing that's going to be an issue is the Ferium in a couple days, but I'm not going to worry about it because that's a couple days away. Actually, frankly, I've got enough cuprium at Valley 4. Every hour getting an extra 1,500 might be enough to offset it, so I'll let that sit. And we'll see if we're significantly lower on Ferium in a couple days. But with that, I do believe it is dinner time, so I'm gonna go make myself some hiyashi chuka. You guys, have a good evening. And thanks for joining me on this debacle of an attempt to get my factory working. I think it's working enough. There's a lot of empty space. We could do better. I don't know if I'll immediately be fixing up anything because I'm kind of proud. I want to let this simmer for a few days, but thank you so much for sending it over. I do want to see what a competent person can make instead of me. Alright, we'll catch you guys next time. Oh, a good song just came on though. That's a shame. This is the Venture of Tuna the Model? That's from Genshin. Good song. Alright, bye though.